It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
We're a valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
We're Valley Agronomics, and if you want to maximize your yields and grow more, the country's best agronomists are here to answer your questions, help you find the right products, and take advantage of the newest technologies. Whether you farm 1,000 acres or you're just starting out, we will be here for everything you need to help your farm grow. We're proud to employ your neighbors and be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley Agronomics, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
At ICCU, to make a difference, it takes just one connection. A friendly face, an open ear, a helping hand. And then something amazing happens. We find out that we're better together. This is what Idaho Central does in our communities every day. We help our members with the small things and big dreams. This is what believing in you is all about. Idaho Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.
I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, it was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Minico High School for the Great Basin Conference Championships. It's Twin Falls and Minico live on IdahoSports.com. I'm Scott Burton along with my broadcast partner, Paul Kingsbury. And, Paul, when you look at the schedules at the beginning of the year, you kind of had to figure this was going to be the game that would decide the conference championship. Minico and Twin Falls clearly 1-2 all season long. Minico coming in with a record of 8-0. Twin Falls with a record of 7-1. Their only loss is to Pocatello, and they are suited up tonight one game to decide who is the conference champion of the Great Basin.
You know, it's fitting. You and I were here for Minico's season opener against Century. We're here for the bookend, the opposite end, the last week of the regular season. And like you said, for all the conference marbles here against the Bruins.
And we are set to go. Minico will be kicking off, moving right to left in their red jerseys and gold helmets. And Twin Falls will receive in their white tops, blue pants, and blue helmets. And something that might play a little factor tonight, Paul, is the wind. It is a windy night here, moving out of the
sunset, right?
To the right. It's out of the right. From my vantage point, it's right. So, but right now it's going to be in the face of the Twin Falls Bruins. Now, when you look at these two offenses, Twin Falls is the more dynamic offense because they have a pretty good balance of run and pass. Minico, straight run. So if the weather becomes a factor, you have to think that it would benefit Minico. Here we go. First down, Twin Falls opening possession of the game. Handoff right up the middle. Big hole. Nice cut back and into the secondary. And a big run for James Norlander. Norlander, the Bruins' leading rusher on the year, 716 yards to go along with 11 touchdowns. Picks up a big chunk of yardage on first down. We'll give him 17 on the carry. And the Bruins. First down from their own 38-yard line. Handoff again, Norlander. This time he'll try that left side, and he is promptly gang tackled by a host of Minico Spartans, led by number 6, Nick Gibson.
Yeah, Norlander comes in just a little over 700 yards a game and a little over 100 carries. So he's the guy they're going to go to the most on the ground. And like you said, the wind starting off coming right in their face. The nice thing is it's not cold. You know, I came in, I think it was 67 degrees. Now it's probably closer to 60. It's still going to be probably in the 50s during this game, but you're right. It's pretty stiff wind.
Short gain on first down. Second down and out of the gun. Norlander again as he just follows the blocking of number 54. That's going to be Bailey Carney. And right now with the line of scrimmage, it is all Twin Falls. Minico has been one of those teams that has really prided themselves on their defensive toughness, and on this opening drive, Twin Falls pushing around that defensive line of Minico. Another first down as the Bruins are out across midfield. Geilman, the quarterback, takes it out of the gun and the toss. This is going to be Salazabal trying to find some room. Left side, turns the corner, gets upfield. Inside the 40 he goes. He'll be shy of the marker, but another nice gain for the Bruins running attack.
Yeah, it's about 3 yards short, 3.5, but the way they've been running, they're running really well. Running really well. That Minico defense needs to find a way to kind of put a stop on it. Even if they're getting 1-2 yards at a time, it's still positive yardage.
Bruins to the line, 2 receivers on the far side, short side of the field. And now in motion is Malky, and he will take the toss and turn it upfield, break a couple of tackles. He'll have a first down, leg still turning as Malky gets near the 30-yard line, but the sticks will move again for the Twin Falls Bruins on this opening drive.
Yeah, they got that good recipe. They've got a couple of guys they can go to on that run. They've got a quarterback that can run. So that's tough to defend against. I mean, you almost have to give up the short stuff so you don't give up the long stuff.
Well, talking to the Twin Falls coaching staff, or the Minico coaching staff, rather, throughout the course of the week, the number one thing that they stress defensively is they have to tackle. Well, they're not doing it here on this first drive. Handoff, Norlander stumbles, but there was no Minico Spartan within 3 or 4 yards of him at the line of scrimmage. And even though he tripped right after receiving the handoff, the only place he could fall was into the open grass ahead of him. And a gain for Norlander on first down, gain of 5.
Yeah, but look at that front line for Twin Falls. I mean, it's a brick wall. They're huge.
And the pass, swing pass, out into the flat. Salazabal breaks another tackle. Salazabal inside the 10 to the goal line.
It's a flag down back about the 25-yard line.
And there is a flag. Still trying to see where the officials mark him out, or they
it came right around that left corner when he took off. That's where they threw the flag, so it's almost a hold. Yeah.
Well, either way, if he made it to the goal line or not, it's a moot point. As it's a holding call against the Bruins, and we'll march him back 10 yards. But again, a lack of tackling by Minico, as it was Wyatt Salazabal, the sophomore, 5'10", 170, just running through arm tackles down to the goal line. Fortunately for Minico, there was a holding penalty that pushes him back. Now with the penalty, because it is a spot foul, brings up second down and about 16. Geilman out of the gun. Play action, slant pass, complete to number 15, Luke Moon. And Minico there defensively as Moon gets back close to the original line of scrimmage, where it'll bring up third down and about 10 for Twin Falls.
And most of the time you call this a passing down, but here on they're on the right hash. They've got a lot of room on the left side, and that big front. They've got 3 receivers on the left. There's a lot of options they can go to right now.
Third down and 10 for the Bruins. Geilman out of the gun, flanked by Norlander to his left. Play action. This will be our Norlander. Norlander dumps it off to Salazabal. Minico not fooled, in on the tackle, and filling quickly was Nick Gibson. And how big was that holding penalty by the Bruins? And now they're faced with 4th and 10 as there was no gain on the play.
And Nick Gibson did a really great job, and it's oversaid, but staying home. Because on that option, the quarterback had that option of just cutting in, and Gibson could have just gone with him. Instead, he stayed with his man and made that tackle at 4th and 10.
Line of scrimmage is the 31, and the Bruins have the offense on the field facing 4th down and 10. Geilman rolls to his right. Gets absolutely blown up by Gibson as he releases the ball. It goes incomplete. The intended receiver was Moon, but Gibson was in the backfield causing all sorts of problems. And the Bruins, after what started like a promising drive, they turn it over on downs at the Minico 31.
Reminds me of Dumb and Dumber when he says, just when I don't think, you come back, totally redeem yourself.
Exactly
That's
right.
exactly what happened on this. And really the team that stopped Twin Falls was Twin Falls.
Absolutely. And here comes Minico. Another big hole and a big run. This is number 24. This is Bendelay. Bendelay, the speed. Inside the 10 and tripped up just before the goal line. On the first play from scrimmage, Minico gives it to the speedster Bendelay, and he dang near took it to the house.
I thought he had everybody outrun. Nice job of the speed in that Twin Falls defense. So that offense was just, chomping at the bit to get on the field to do just that.
61 yards on the carry for Bendelay. And on first down, it'll be Bendelay again. Bendelay, just a junior. Second down and goal for Minico. 6:55, clock moving here in the first quarter. Twin Falls took the opening kickoff, marched it right down the field before a holding penalty forced him to turn it over on downs, and now Minico's turn. Handoff. Right up the middle to the goal line. Bendelay, touchdown Minico.
That didn't take long.
5-yard touchdown run by Bendelay, and Minico strikes first.
Guess you could blame it on the wind because they had a tailwind on this, right?
Yes, they did.
So if it was a detriment to Twin Falls to start, it had to have helped Minico on the back end or something. I didn't go to meteorologist school. But.
And obviously never watched the Weather Channel growing up either.
Well, the Weather Channel didn't exist when we were growing up.
Yeah, that's very true. Weather Channel is you stick your head out the window. And the extra point is blocked. And with 6:38 to go in the opening quarter, Minico on top 6-0.
At D.L. Evans Bank, we haven't invested in a deep line of digital banking services to help infuse more banking into your life. Just more living. D.L. Evans Bank. This is community banking.
6:38 to go, opening quarter. Scott Burton, Paul Kingsbury, live on IdahoSports.com. It's the Great Basin Conference Championship from Minico High School, the Twin Falls Bruins and the Minico Spartans. And Minico on their opening drive took them about 3 plays before punching it into the end zone from 69 yards away. Extra point block, they lead it 6-0. And kicking with that wind, and the kickoff into the end zone. So we'll see what Twin Falls does here if they can move the ball as easily as they did on that opening drive. But more importantly, let's see what Minico does to get a little tougher at the line of scrimmage, because in that first drive, boy, the trenches were being dominated by the Bruins.
Well, again, I don't know what you do. I mean, when you're going up against that much size that Twin Falls has, when you look at those guys, Christian Janis, 6'3", 275, just a junior on the line. Wasden, 6'1", 290. There's a lot of big guys up there. And Minico just doesn't have that many bodies to match up.
Working out of the gun is Geilman again. And whistles before the snap. Coming in motion from the far side was Malky, but the play is blown dead. And offsides against Minico is the call. Early on in the season, that was something that Minico really struggled with.
Yeah, I remember that first game we did. There was a lot, both sides, but there was a lot of that just nervous energy. And we thought, well, once you get out of the first game or two of the season.
Yeah, it lasted about 3 games before they finally got settled down. And so in a conference championship, that's the last thing you want.
Yeah.
Geilman hands off Noorlander. Noorlander, big hole. And Noorlander picks up the first down out across the 35-yard line. And again, Noorlander gets into the defensive secondary before he is even touched by a Minico Spartan.
Yeah, when you're picking up big chunks of yardage, that field gets really, really small for the defense. And when you're not able to do anything, it just gets, you get more and more frustrated along the way.
And now 2 backs. Noorlander breaks an arm tackle before he runs into the second wave and gets finished off by Trinkle.
For progress gave him about 6 on that. So again, another pickup of 5, 6, 7 yards.
Yeah, when Twin Falls is not getting the push right now at the line of scrimmage, Minico is not making the initial tackle. As Noorlander and company are running through a series of arm tackles by Minico. 2nd down and 5. Line of scrimmage, the Bruin 46. Geilman with Noorlander to his right. In motion is Malky. Malky takes the toss, trying to turn the corner. He does, and it looks like he's going to have a first down, knocked out of bounds right at the marker. And Twin Falls does a nice job offensively of stretching the field on the horizontal plane.
Yeah.
And if you can kind of ram it right up the middle where Twin Falls is going with the football, boy, those outside plays open up even more. And Twin Falls is showing a nice balance here in the opening quarter. Trips to the far side. Geilman, play action, throws the screen, complete, and a lot of room for Salazabal. Salazabal inside the 40 and another first down. Gain of 13 on the play, and the Sticks move.
Just seems like a big heavyweight fight. There's kind of not a lot going on, and then a score. And then I think we're going to see not a lot going on, then a score. I think it could be that way the entire game.
Now, Twin Falls was about right here before they self-destructed with a holding call, and it eventually killed the drive. First down. Little option play, the pitch. And boy, Nick Jensen there again, as it was Salazabal who took the pitch, and he is down. And what happened is when Jensen came in, his helmet went right on the elbow, the left elbow of Salazabal.
Yeah, Gibson's just got a real nose for the ball. He's, if there's a big play, you don't even have to look at the roster or look at the numbers. You just say Nick Gibson, and chances are that you're going to be right.
And Salazabal is a very important part of this offense, not only just in the run game, but he's one of the leading receivers, the big three receivers for the Bruins, Salazabal, Severe, and Mulkey. And the Bruins can ill afford to lose him, so we hope he's all right.
Yeah, we got a lot of really good games tonight on IdahoSports.com. So if you're a football junkie, there's a lot going on. We've got not just this one. We've got Raft River and Oakley, kind of a last-minute addition. Dietrich Carey, Firth, North Fremont, Gooding, Kimberly, and these are all conference championships. Lakeland Sandpoint, another one. Lapway Potlatch isn't a championship, but it's a seeding. And then Rocky Mountain View, that is for the 5A SIC championship, with them being in two pods, so to speak. And then this one. And then tomorrow we've got 5 Grid Kid championships over in Eastern Idaho. Grid Kid is, fourth grade through 8th grade, the youth football league over there, and that's always a lot of fun to cover.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of good stuff happening as we wind down the football season, regular season that is, and start moving into playoff format. Salazabal up on his feet.
He's good.
It seems to be okay.
Funny bone's not so funny, is it?
Yeah, no kidding. It's almost exactly what it looked like, too, right on that left elbow.
Well, he came down, he had his arm crooked, and he's pointing and kind of pointing with the shoulder, and it's like, look, goes all the way up in. You bang it on a desk, and it hurts. What happens when you've got a running back or a linebacker coming at you?
2nd and 16, Geilman to throw. Geilman across the middle. He had a man, and it was dropped. Intended for number 22, that's Tegan Severe. And he found the window in that Minico zone and just couldn't hold on to the football. It was a little behind him, but a pass that should have been Kondo to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, Severe's family is right down in front of us. He came across, you could see him get open, and as that ball came to him, he had red on either side of him, and you actually saw his arms tuck in a little bit. And instead of just staying out there and making it, he knew he was going to take a hit, so he tucked in and kind of got little alligator arms.
Got the T-Rex arms.
The T-Rex.
Geilman to throw. Geilman has time over the middle. It's intercepted. Minico's got it picked up by number 34. That is Easton Arthur. And Arthur returns it close to midfield. And another drive by the Bruins shut down by Minico.
And like you said, in about the same spot. They might have been about 10 yards back further than they were their first drive, but it goes right back to Minico. Having a rough time on the right side of the field, I guess you'd call it, since directions elude us here in the press box.
Yeah, I did not bring my compass.
That'd be north.
So
That'd be north.
It would be right.
Yeah, north.
Okay, is that north?
Yes.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah. Well, you could sunset there. Yeah.
Oh, I guess so. I mean,
weird.
God, I made
it does that every night, actually.
And I made it out of college, which is amazing.
Education in Jerome. I get it.
Well, yeah, oh boy.
Hey, we have a Twin Falls Minico audience. I can make Jerome jokes tonight.
Well, wait a minute.
Just because you're the AD there, you were Mr. Jerome forever, I can still make those jokes.
Yeah, you still can.
Yeah.
And I'll make the New Plymouth jokes.
I'll join in.
I think there's only one joke in New Plymouth, isn't there?
Yeah, he moved out. He moved to Cuna.
He did. And I'm standing right next to him.
2nd
and 12, handoff. And this one's going to get blown dead.
Ooh, in the backfield.
And a false start is the call against Minico.
2nd 1.
Yeah, that is the second time Minico's been whistled for a false start. And that'll push him back even further. 2nd down and about 20. 19 or 20 for Minico.
Gotta give a shout out to Logan Green for getting on the air at Dietrich Carey. He called me right at game time and said, "Hey, I'm getting this error." And I said, "That error means you don't have internet." And he went, "Oh, shoot, bye."
Must be a New Plymouth guy.
North Carolina.
Okay. Swing pass. Caught. Complete to Garza. Garza tries to get ahead of steam and knocked it out of bounds into the Minico bench. And he should be close to the original line of scrimmage. We'll see where they mark him out.
Ooh.
Either way, it's going to be 3rd down and long. 3rd and 12, give him 8 yards on the pass completion. And on that particular pass ball, I'm not sure that wasn't a lateral to begin with.
Yep.
Garza bobbled it a little.
Yep, I think you're right.
3rd down and 12 for Minico. They rush to the line of scrimmage. Minico to throw. Flag thrown. Pass incomplete, as it was McKenzie basically just running for his life. But let's check the penalty, usually in the area of holding.
Well, a lineman just kind of laid on a lineman. He was going for the 3-count pin, waiting for the
and just
the
got
official to get there.
And only picked up the near fall points.
Yes, apparently the official thought he laid there a little too long.
And it's holding call against Minico. Twin Falls will decline it, and it brings up 4th down and 12, and Minico will send the punt team on, kicking with the wind with 2:40 to play here in the opening quarter. And boy, what a kick.
Yeah.
And it rolls out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Great kick.
Handling the kicking duties, George Solario.
The defensive lineman back there kicking.
Yeah, 6'1", 230. Angled that one nicely. The only thing it was missing was the spiral. Now, if he would have kicked a spiral out inside the 10.
Yeah. Sign him up.
Well, Twin Falls has a long way to go here with 2:31 to play in the opening quarter. Trailing 6-0. Line of scrimmage is the 9, their own 9. Guilman out of the gun, flaked by Norlander. Norlander takes the handoff, gets through the line of scrimmage, gets to the second wave, picking his way through traffic. Still on his feet before being brought down by 3 or 4. Minico Spartans leading the way. For Minico was London Cranny, but a nice gain for Norlander on 1st down. Gets them out of the shadows of their own goalposts.
So a Cranny that moved out of Oakley. That's interesting. Usually all the Crannies are all in Oakley. Has to be related.
Has to be. 19-yard pickup for Norlander. Malky in motion. He gets the handoff on the sweep. A flag comes flying in as it was Malky running right into the arms of Brevin Trinkle. Let's check the penalty.
A lot of times you see a face mask in that area right there on the inside with the ball.
Holding against the Bruins.
Boy, that was right on the inside too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was right at the point of attack for Twin Falls because that came in right at Malky as he was being tackled, and Twin Falls again going to march back on a holding penalty. We saw it kill the first drive of the game, and now it's 1st down and about 20. Handoff. Norlander trying that right side. Minico closes quickly. Trinkle in on the tackle for Minico. Short gain on the play. 2nd down and long. $1:30 left to go here in the first quarter of the Great Basin Championship game. Minico on top, 6-0. Four receivers in the formation. They'll try to spread them out, and they'll hand it to Norlander. Norlander hit and dropped by Bishop, but again, another penalty.
Ooh, 5-yard face mask.
Face mask is the call against Minico. And it is of the 5-yard variety.
Officials earning their money here tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to have to ice their elbows.
See, do you know any of those officials down there?
I know all of them down there hobnobbing with them before.
Do you know them well enough that they won't care if we make fun of them? Or? No, we love the officials.
Yes, we do.
We actually have a great article on the homepage talking about we need more officials.
There we do. Matter of fact, at every game, well, I'll tell you here after this play. Hand off, Norlander. And now Minico's starting to fill the gaps at the line of scrimmage. That was Bischoff in on that one. And just to kind of finish that point about the officials, I'm on the PA at Jerome. Every game, football game, basketball game. And we decided this year that we're going to read a blurb about how we value our officials and we make our crowd give the officials a round of applause. At the end of like the first quarter, we'll stop and we'll do that and show the officials that, hey, Jerome High School appreciates you.
That's very cool. Give them that false sense of security, so then during the game, they get absolutely blown up.
They do. Maybe we'll get a call down the road. Remember that nice guy on the mic that said we were really appreciate? Okay, that's going to be holding on the other guys.
50-50 goes your way.
That's right. Well, that's going to bring the first quarter to a close. 6-0 Minico. We'll be right back.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. And I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Well, welcome back to Bill Matthews Field on the campus of Minico High School, the Great Basin Conference Championship. My name is Scott Burton alongside Paul Kingsbury, and we head into the second quarter of play. Minico on top, 6-0. They got on the board at the 6:38 mark of the first quarter on a Bendelay 5-yard run, but not before he chewed up 61 of those yards a couple of plays prior.
Let's thank Franklin Building Supply. They're a proud sponsor of Minico Athletics. They make building easy. You can find them at 303 North Overland in Burley. Go Spartans from Franklin Building Supply. And A&S Auto, proud sponsor of Minico. They have lots of great pickups and four-wheel drives right now waiting for you to drive them away. Come on down to 1038 Overland Avenue. Check them out. A&S also has a pawn shop on site, so grab some cool stuff now. Go Spartans from A&S Auto.
3rd down and 7 for the Bruins from their own 33. Back to pass, has time, fires it, and it's incomplete into double coverage intended for Salazabal, who's back into the game, and that's good to see if you're a Bruins fan. But guess what? Another penalty flag. And this one, I think, is going to go against Minico.
When Salazabal went past the defense, he kind of gave him a little love tap. Took exception to it. You see him talking to the official right now. That's number 3. That's, let me look up there, Cranny. Kind of got bumped on the way by, and now he's going to the official saying, hey, he hit me on the way by.
Well, boy, that's unfortunate for Minico because that was 3rd down. And with the penalty, it's going to give Twin Falls a first down almost near midfield.
Yep.
You know, and we are on the visitor's side, and so the white hat turns away from us to make the call sometimes, so we have to really pay attention to what the penalty is. First down. Geilman hands off. Norlander into Spartan territory.
Ever so slightly.
Trinkle and Bischoff combined on the stop. Gain of 3, 2nd down. Opening moments of the second quarter.
Now, you came all the way from the Treasure Valley because you were there for state soccer, and Jerome won today, correct? Or did they lose today?
Lost in overtime to Bishop Kelly,
That's right.
1-0.
That's right.
And this is a direct snap to Malky. And Malky, out of that Wildcat, run out of bounds into the Minico bench. Maybe a gain of a yard. Minico defensively starting to tighten up just a little bit. After the first couple of possessions by Twin Falls, really saw them controlling the line of scrimmage. Now Minico's starting to settle in defensively. 3rd down and 7 for the Bruins. Line of scrimmage, the Minico 49. Trips to the left of Geilman. Norlander in the backfield for the Bruins. Geilman rolls to his left. Gets absolutely blown up as he got rid of the football. It goes incomplete. and it was intended for Malky, but my goodness, Geilman took another shot.
Dante Ruiz just came in there and absolutely leveled him.
And the Bruins at midfield face 4th down and 7 and a kicking situation. So the punter comes on for the Bruins. And that is Tegan Sevier. A one-hop snap, and Sevier is on the run. Avoids one Minico Spartan and then delivers a punt, which is a beauty down inside the 5. What looked like disaster right from the start turns into a beautiful punt by Sevier. The special teams unit gets down and downs it inside the 5.
That looks like right at the goal line.
Let's see where they put the line of scrimmage. Boy, that might be at the 1-yard line.
That's crazy.
1st and 10 it is. 1st and 10 Minico from their own 1-yard line after the punt by Sevier.
Got to be really careful when you're close to your own end zone.
Bendelay off that left side trying to get a little bit of breathing room.
I mean, one bad snap, one fumble, one linebacker coming through and give up 2 points and the ball.
Picks up a yard. Now, this is an important possession, especially for Twin Falls, because if they can force a 3-and-out here, they are going to get a short field because Minico would be having to kick right into that wind.
Yep.
And whistles before the snap. This one blown dead.
This is going to help Minico out.
Offsides, Twin Falls. Boy, this is where you cannot make these kinds of mistakes.
No.
You have got Minico pinned against their own goal line.
Now they're on the 9.
And 2nd and 9 turns into 2nd and 4.
That cheerleader chant didn't age well. Defense, hold that line.
Yeah. Defense, don't get a penalty. I don't know if there's a cheer for that or not.
I don't think so. Maybe they should be.
Boy, on that carry, everybody was kind of confused as that was Bendelay. Picks up a big chunky yardage and moves the sticks for Minico.
Yeah, that opens things up a lot for them. They're in normal territory now at the 25. A lot of grass behind them and in front of them, though. And still 9 minutes in the first half. So Jerome's going to be playing for 3rd place tomorrow, though, right?
Yep, they are. They're going to play Hillcrest at 1 o'clock. McKenzie, handoff. Another big hole this time. It's going to be Joseph Terry, the junior. Not a big fella, but, man, he's quick and shifty with his feet. And another first down for Minico. Out to the 40.
The sweet smell of the sugar beet factory coming into the windows. Smells like Nampa. Not in a good way.
Yeah, boy, it does. That wind, that north wind. Very funny. McKenzie to throw. Rolls out to his right. Hits Bendelay. And Twin Falls closes quickly. Minimal gain on the play. Coming in to make the tackle for the Bruins was Luke Moon. Gain of only a couple. We'll give him 3, 2nd and 7. As we're under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. 6-0 is your score. Minico on top. And the Spartans with the football at their own 42. McKenzie under center. Handoff. Another big hole on that left side for Bendelay. And another first down for Minico. into Bruin territory. Line of scrimmage, the 48. Remember, this drive started at their own 1-yard line. Hand off. Bendelay trips right at the line of scrimmage. Falls into the arms of Preston Stokes. Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. And if Minico can go down and score here, boy, what a demoralizing drive for the Bruins, because they had an opportunity.
Do have some rain coming, Scott. A little bit of rain.
See you checking the radar. Good thing we're inside.
Yeah.
The days of being on the crow's nest.
Yeah.
They were not good.
No.
2nd down and 9. And all sorts of confusion will lead to a false start penalty on the Spartans. Boy, in this first half, Minico is not shying away from the penalties.
No. There's no limit on them, so you can go nuts.
Well, Minico's having a good first half with that.
Yes. Yeah, well, you're ahead, right? You're playing with house money at that point.
It really, I mean, truly. And Minico, on this drive, the clock is approaching 6 minutes, still rolling. And Minico will get the ball to start the second half. So you kind of get into that 2-for-1 area.
Yeah.
Handoff right up the middle goes Bendelay.
And see, there's, I don't know, aspen or poplars, whatever those are, their leaves are yellow and coming down. So after every play, I see these yellow things flying, and I'm like, wait, that wasn't a flag. That was just a leaf.
Yeah, well.
It's throwing me.
Maybe there haven't been that many penalties. The officials are confused. Picking
up
leaves.
I didn't call. Did you call the penalty?
Well, what is this?
Yeah, pick up your leaf.
Pick up your leaf. Come on, Adam. And the ball's out. Ball's out. The Bruins say they have it. And they do.
That's big.
That was Grant Patterson coming away with the fumble recovery. And a big turnover, the first turnover of the game, unless you count the one on downs on that first drive.
There was an interception.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck I'm talking about.
It's all right. Nobody's watching anyway.
Really?
Not this game. This isn't a big game. Kidding.
No, I'm watching the Astros and the Red Sox right now.
Wow. No, there's a lot of people on right now.
Yeah, there
we
is.
want to thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Let's see what Twin Falls does after the turnover. Direct snap, Malky right up the middle, breaking tackles out across the 45. A nice gain on first down for Twin Falls.
They mentioned 2-for-1 on Minico's side when there was about 6.5 minutes left. Now we're closing in on 5. Twin Falls can if they hurry, but I think they'll be happy if they tie or go up by 1 heading into the locker room, or even down by 6.
Yeah, Twin Falls, if they can put something together on this drive, 5 minutes to go before the half.
I believe they receive in the second half.
Minico does.
Does Minico?
Yeah, you're not listening to me about 30 seconds ago.
I'm sorry. What's your name?
Exactly. Another big run for the Bruins inside the 40.
And no, I was looking to see what going on in the webcast up north.
Ah, gotcha.
What's going on?
Yeah, Twin Falls got the opening kickoff, and remember we were talking about that 2-for-1, Minico?
Yeah.
I pretty much just talk to myself, don't I?
Sorry, what?
Yeah, Jeez. Why I'm not married anymore.
Especially to me.
I know. Malky trying to find room on that far side, and Bischoff will have none of it. Drayton Bischoff, the senior, comes up with a big tackle for loss. And the wind is picking up a little bit here. Out of the north and right at the back of the Twin Falls Bruins. Clock continues to run, 4 minutes to go before the half, and you can probably see on your screen all the leaves blowing across the field.
I mentioned that about a minute ago. I don't know if you were listening.
I wasn't. Charlie Brown's teacher to me. Here we go. Another big hole, and that's going to be Norlander again, and that's what Twin Falls has done pretty well here in this first half, is control the line of scrimmage, get a push, which allows Norlander, Malky, Salazabal, whoever's carrying it, to get to that second level before getting touched. And it happened again. Brings up 3rd down and short.
Norlander came in with 716 yards. He might be pushing 800 here in the first half in little chunks.
Yeah, Malky remains at quarterback.
Oof.
Handoff, and there were pieces of helmet and mouth guards flying all over the place as Norlander ran right into big number 75.
Ruiz.
And that is Dante Ruiz, 6 foot 230.
He did. He just ran into him. He bear hugged him and just kind of fell down with him.
Geilman remains on the bench for Twin Falls, and he came out after he took that big shot.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if that didn't have something to do with him being on the sidelines right now, but it's Malky running the show right now. And here he goes, right side, turns it upfield, and thrown out of bounds. But not after he picks up a first down for the Bruins. Down to about the 25. That's going to be where they mark the line of scrimmage. 2.5 minutes to go. Quickly to the line are the Bruins, and now we have a whistle and a timeout taken by Minico.
So they burned, 3 minutes to gain about 20, 30 yards. So the 2-for-1's off the table here.
So 2:23 to go before the break, and let's say hello to some of our business partners, shall we?
Well, Adam Haynes Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Minico athletic teams. And I'd like to wish them good luck in tonight's game. For all your insurance needs, call Adam at 208-679-8700. Being a good neighbor is about more than just being there when things go completely wrong. It's also about being there for all of life's moments when things go perfectly right. So let's do this. Let's do it right. Go Spartans from Adam Haynes Insurance.
Minico 8-0 on the season. Ranked number 2 in the 4A coaches poll.
Yeah.
But number 9 in the Max Preps poll 4A.
Number 1 in the IdahoSports.com power rankings.
Okay, so you can see that there is a little discrepancy on where Minico should be ranked. And
not saying who's right and who's wrong.
No,
we're just saying
there are different methods out there. But the only one that seems to matter is the Max Preps at the moment.
You actually gave a really good prep cast this week on that. You can access that on our homepage.
Malky picking on that right side.
And maybe maybe that'll be our halftime show. We can talk about what you and Brandon talked about during the prep cast.
Yeah, absolutely. Two minutes to go. First half clock is moving. Twin Falls trying to punch this thing in before the break to tie and perhaps take a lead with an extra point. 2nd down and 7. Swing pass, Lazabal gets a nice block on that outside. Turns the corner to the pylon. Touchdown Bruins.
Well, he took 3 Minico Spartans into the end zone with him for about 5 yards. All they had to do was push him out of bounds, and he just muscled his way in on 3 defenders. Great run. And that puts them on the board, tied for now at least, with 1:40 left in the first half. Looking to go ahead by 1.
And on for the extra point and the lead is Will. Yep, whistles. Will Botch, the senior.
Got a timeout. So do you think they're going to talk about maybe 2?
It makes you wonder if the wind has got something to do with kicking here. I can't imagine why, because it's at their back.
I don't know.
And you can take the lead with an extra point. So, I mean, I can't imagine the Bruins would go for 2.
Let's thank Trans Systems. It's a family-run business that hauls more sugar beets than anyone. Tell you what, on the way here, I saw a lot of Trans System sugar beet trucks going around. They offer all types of people good work, good pay, and a good life. They're currently looking for Class A CDL drivers who want good work, good pay, and a good life in their American Falls, Paul, Twin Falls, and Nampa locations. Visit their website, transsystemsllc.com, for more information.
All right.
Looks like they're still going for one, unless they fake it.
Ooh. Botch on to give the Bruins the lead. And the kick is blocked.
No, come back. Oh, guess who?
And maybe, guess who is right.
Ruiz.
And just like that, Twin Falls misses an opportunity to take the lead, and we are tied at 6. So 1:40 to go before the break. And the Great Basin Conference Championship is all knotted up, 6 apiece.
Yeah, it's an on-the-ground affair, and you kind of wonder what would happen if we replayed this first half and took away even half the penalties we saw. You know, that first penalty that pulled Twin Falls back from and they scored a touchdown, but there was a hold. I mean, how different would that be? I mean, we're on an alternate timeline right now. Yeah. You skip to the other timeline, who knows what could happen. So penalties, God, this late in the season will drive a coach and the parents in the stands absolutely crazy.
Yeah, not to mention the broadcasters.
Well, you know,
there is that.
I got nowhere else to be tonight.
Okay. But you're absolutely right. I mean, in games like this where you've got two teams that are evenly matched,
yeah,
I mean, it will come down to some of those little things in the end.
Absolutely will.
So 1:40 to go. First half, Twin Falls will kick it off, wind at their back. And that one kicked into the next county.
The crannies in Oakley are catching that one.
Boy, it's amazing how good wind makes you look.
Yeah, right?
I mean, just ask any golfer.
Yes.
Yeah, I can drive it 400 yards.
Well, you get to that hole, and even if it's like a 2-mile-an-hour wind behind your back, you're like, oh, yeah. 305, here we go.
305. Yep, been there, done that.
And then you wake up the next morning and go, my back hurts.
Yeah, when you swing the golf club like a propeller, it's going to take its toll on you.
Swing hard in case you hit it. That's the way I go.
Exactly. It's the only game that defies the laws of physics. It's not about how hard you swing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Where have you been all my life?
I mean, don't get me wrong. You got to have some club head speed, but it's about the point of impact. And, anyway, we got a football game here. Garza with carry on that one. Picks up 4, 2nd and 6. Minico trying to get something going here before the break, and that is Bendelay as we approach a minute to go here in the half.
And they well could with a minute left. I mean, a little over a minute. I guess we're right under a minute
Clock
now.
continues to run, and I think Minico is, Minico's not going to try to push the action. If they break a run, then they will. And a timeout on the field taken by the Bruins. They want to make sure they don't give up anything silly here with under a minute to go.
A deep throw by Minico?
Into the wind.
Yeah.
With a team
no one would see it coming.
No, because, Minico doesn't throw the ball to begin with. So maybe Minico's like, you know what, this is the last thing they're expecting. We're totally doing it.
Do it. Absolutely. There we are heading into the playoffs. We've got state soccer this weekend, state volleyball next week, and as well as the first opening round of state football next week. We have no clue what games we're doing. Hopefully we'll know that over the weekend.
Yeah.
But we're going to be doing as many games as humanly possible all over the state. So keep checking back. Check back to the broadcast schedule on Idaho Sports to see where we're going to be. We could be back here. We could be a few different places. So everyone's kind of on call next weekend. What do you do next weekend?
What is next
volleyball?
week?
You going north?
Negative. I might even actually be around.
There it is.
Oh boy, trying to break one just like we talked about.
They got timeouts left.
Bendelay out across the 40. 40 seconds to go. A first down. Clock continues to move. And Minico going nuts over on the sideline trying to get a timeout. They finally do.
Well, they wasted 3 or 4 seconds
yeah, they
just
did.
trying to do it.
They're at midfield almost, and they've got a real opportunity here. So 38 seconds to go before the half. Minico with the football at the 41-yard line. in a game tied at 6, and Minico will get the ball to start the second half. Not the best color commentator in the league for nothing, ladies and gentlemen.
I actually started thinking about next weekend. I got the squirrels started turning, and
dang hamster just done fall off the wheel.
Yeah, the meds wore off about 4:30 this afternoon. So
awesome.
It could go off the rails at any point.
That would imply that it's been on the rails.
For the first half of the first quarter,
I think we did. We had a good first quarter, and we
good.
just kind of called it a day after that.
Then we got entertaining.
We did.
I think everyone watching might agree.
Yeah, whether they
might
subscribe to our brand of humor, who knows?
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
All right. There's at least one.
Yeah, right here in the press box. 42 seconds to go. Minico, another whistle, play blown dead, and a false start against the Spartans.
That's not what they wanted after a timeout.
Gee, no kidding. Yeah. If you're Minico, it's just got to be driving you nuts if you're Keelan McCaffrey over there.
Got a great pirate joke about that.
All right.
I'll tell you later.
Still first down, but it's more about the clock right now.
Yep. Oh.
Around the right side, this is Garza. Garza with big play prowess, as we've seen him bust some big plays and hit some home runs, gets the first down. 33 seconds, the clock stops. Minico quickly to the line. The Spartans in Bruins territory.
They're going to hang on to that timeout.
Bendelay right up the middle, tripped up, and a timeout taken by Coach McCaffrey on the far side with 22 seconds to go.
I'm not a football coach, but they're on the right hash, not a lot of time left, and they've had a hard time going up the middle, and they've got a lot of open space on the left. Roll the dice on that wide open field on the left and not placing all your bets in the middle and picking up 3 yards. You got 22 seconds left. No more timeouts for Minico. They're going to come right back to that right hash with second and a long 7. And really, 3 plays left. Maybe 3 if they're lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop. Sorry about that. It is a nice night, though.
Yes, it is. Yeah, so Minico, like you said, out of timeouts with 22 seconds to go before the half. They've got the football at the Bruin 43, trying to get a score right before the break and execute that 2-for-1 that really can turn the tide in football games. The 2-for-1 is the last possession of the first half and the first possession of the second half. And here we go with 22 seconds to go. McKenzie under center. Handoff, big hole left side, and into the secondary for Minico is Joseph Terry. Terry.
Gotta hurry.
A big chunky yardage, 15 seconds to go. They move the sticks. Minico quickly to the line. And McKenzie spikes the football with 14 seconds to go. The sticks weren't even anywhere close to being marked.
The official shouldn't blow his whistle to start until the sticks are in place, right? So they had a couple of seconds to get in place again until those sticks were there. I mean,
yeah, because sticks. Well, I mean, in college, in pro especially, high school may be a little different.
I think it would all be the same. That
you would think
chain gang has to be there.
Yeah, the chain gang was nowhere close to having it marked.
It's not that they were slow.
No,
they were just trying to get there. It's a 3-legged race when you're running with chains and everything else.
So the clock is stopped with 14 seconds to go. It's 2nd and 10 from the Bruins 17.
They took 4 seconds off.
Yes, they did.
Arbitrarily. I guess it was 15 seconds when they started the play. So.
All right, here we go. 10 seconds to go. Minico out of timeouts. From the 17, McKenzie rolls to his left, fires, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Bruins. Boy, what a big play defensively for Twin Falls. Coming away with the interception for the Bruins is Mason Metcalf. And that will bring the clock to zeros. We head to the locker room. Twin Falls, Minico, the Great Basin Conference Championship. We are all tied at 6. We'll be right back.
The injuries look like those seen in people exposed to poisons like mustard gas. That's how doctors are describing what they see in the lungs of vapors. The chemicals can essentially burn your lungs. Find the truth at BehindTheHaze.com.
We're a valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Dr. Christine Hahn. I'm an infectious disease doctor, and I'm Idaho's medical director for public health. It's my mission to keep our communities healthy and safe. That's why I believe every Idahoan should get their COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine's been tested. It's proving to be very safe, and it's the most effective tool we have to stop the spread.
Walk into a pharmacy or visit covidvaccine.idaho.gov to find your free COVID-19 vaccine.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
We're Valley Agronomics, and if you want to maximize your yields and grow more, the country's best agronomists are here to answer your questions, help you find the right products, and take advantage of the newest technologies. Whether you farm 1,000 acres or you're just starting out, we will be here for everything you need to help your farm grow. We're proud to employ your neighbors and be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley Agronomics, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Sandy Nelson. Three, two.
It's halftime here at Bill Matthews Field on the campus of Minico High School. The Great Basin Conference Championship game between Twin Falls and Minico, and we are tied at 6. Scott Burton alongside Paul Kingsbury on a very windy, not cold, but windy night here in Minico and Rupert, Idaho. The wind coming out of the north, and it has played a little bit of a factor, but, I mean, neither one of these teams throw the football a ton down the field, so this is all about the running game. But what we've seen it do is play a role in the kicking game, in the field position game. If you're punting with the wind, we've seen some really good special teams play, and kickoffs not being returned. But, you know, if a team falls behind and they're forced to throw the ball in that second half, then that might become a bigger factor. But for now, this is all about the trenches. And right now it's a stalemate, 6-6. Twin Falls with a lot of success on the ground, but same with Minico. The sideline story are the penalties.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. The headline here is penalty after penalty after penalty coming in that first half and hurting in bad times. It wasn't just one of those where you're midfield and you get a quick 5-yarder. It's, hey, we scored a touchdown. Never mind, it's coming back. No touchdown. We're going to get pushed back, and then we're going to turn it over. And then Minico's going to score. And it was that way until late in the second quarter when Twin Falls finally matched. And like you said, tied up 6 apiece. I just don't see the second half, unless they clean things up, I don't see the second half scoring a lot of points. It's just not one of those games that we're going to see, 30-something to high 20-something. It's going to be, 20 to 16 or something crazy.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's, like I said, it's all about the trenches. And for the Bruins especially, they made a change at quarterback. And we don't know if it was injury or coach's decision. Andy Geilman, the senior, normally plays quarterback, but took a big hit.
Yeah.
And then never returned. But he's standing on the sidelines like he's okay. But into the Wildcat formation go the Bruins, and Jace Malke takes over as the signal caller, which really kind of worked out well for the Bruins because that put another runner in the backfield when Twin really wasn't going to throw the football anyway.
And then that could have been, behind the decision. Might have, an injury might have helped it along, but that's one nice thing about having multi-talented players is you can move those chess pieces around a little bit more than maybe some teams where they specialize in a position. And, coach, I can't play that position. You can just say, nope, you're going to go here, 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 and here. And everybody knows everybody else's part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that puts a little bit of pressure on the Minico defense because that's one more guy they've got to account for in that backfield. And for the Minico Spartans, I mean, really it's just business as usual for them. I mean, handoff, misdirection, wing T, double wing, whatever it is that they run.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just in your face and down your throat, just stop us if you can.
Right.
And Twin Falls really has done a nice job defensively, aside from that first drive by Minico.
Right.
Because it was Bendelay who chewed off 61 yards after Twin Falls turned it over on downs, and then that ended with a 5-yard Bendelay run with 6:38 to go in the opening quarter, and then pretty quiet until $1:40 to go before the break, and that was a 23-yard pass, swing pass, could have been a lateral, depends on how you see it. Whatever. Malki to Salazabal, and oh, dear.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I'm out of here, man.
Yeah. got a paper towel. Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, before the Civil War broke out here at Bill Matthews Field, both extra points were blocked, and that's why we stand at 6.
Yes. No, it is. There's really nothing else you can say. It's it came down to a lot of different things, and it was mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So clean those up, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Moving into possibilities of next weekend, there's a lot of different things that can happen, right?
Absolutely. For the Great Basin, it's going to be Twin Minico and Mountain Home coming out of this conference. Just a matter of who is where.
Right.
And the conference championship obviously gets you a much better seed, and you don't have to worry about an at-large berth that could put you against a really good conference champion.
Yep.
And that's why this game is so important. Minico, Twin, they're going to make the playoffs. It's just how high is that seed going to be? And this is huge for that.
Where are they going to play and who are they going to play against?
Yeah, because, you look at where Minico is right now. Number 9 on that Max Preps ranking. You can't imagine that if they lose this game, that they're going to be ranked in the top 10, which means that they're going to probably face one of the conference champions in the first round. If you kind of think about it a little bit, there's so much to be done with all the other games and whatnot, but it's a possibility.
And you look at the other parts of the state. Right now Lakeland is playing Sandpoint. That could get interesting up there.
Mm-hmm.
Things that happened with Middleton and Emmett a couple weeks ago. That's going to get interesting in Eastern Idaho. It seems like every year for about the last 6-7 years, there's been a lot of parity in the 4A, especially more than almost any other classification.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, I don't think a lot of people were expecting it to be this close with that many teams, but it's really turned out to be that way. Minico coming out being 8-0, doing a great job. Twin Falls coming in right behind him. It's reminding me of the glory days of gone by when it was these two all the time, and everywhere is just that SIC between BK, Emmett, Middleton.
Mm-hmm.
You've got so many teams over there that tonight's a big night everywhere, really. And what we've seen is there's not really a sure lock in any matchup any given week, but especially this week.
Yeah, and that's what you like to see at the very end of the season is games that matter, and this one so happens to be for the conference championship. Yeah. So that's exactly right. And what these games can do is they can give a team an incredible amount of momentum heading into the postseason. Coming off a big conference championship, take that with you into the postseason, whether you're on the road or at home. We'll find out all of that as it shakes out over the weekend.
Right.
But don't underplay the meaning of this game for both of these teams. A lot of people have said, hey, they're both going to go to the playoffs. It really doesn't matter. Well, it does. It matters a ton, not just for pride, but what the seeding was that we just talked about with Max Preps. And speaking of Max Preps, if you want a little education on that, go to IdahoSports.com. There's a nice little bit there breaking down what we were told by the people at Max Preps and how these rankings work in football.
And you are the first one I've heard that's actually gone and actually talked to them. I've heard a lot of questioning and moaning of it. You actually went to the source.
I did, and they were very polite and very helpful. They were great to talk to. Well, let's get right back to it. And before we do, quick shout out to Ryan and Sarah Jund listening back in Twin Falls. Big fans of Idaho sports.
I'm in a little email chain that he's involved in every once in a while.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I bet you
Did they ever sell that truck?
Nope, it was tarnished.
Was it?
Yep. And Minico will start with the football and a nice return on the far side. As it was Terry on the return, and we have a flag, and it's going to be holding against Minico.
That's weird.
Huh. Almost like we talked about that stuff at halftime.
Apparently no one talked to them.
Apparently not.
They didn't have the game on in the locker room.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. You know, and you got to think that head coach Keelan McCaffrey addressed this at the half. I mean, you look at that penalty right there. That is 20 yards in field position given up. So Minico to start.
Good run.
Bendelay. And Bendelay with a gain of 11 and a first down.
Both teams in the first half seemed to get momentum. You know, they'd have a couple great plays in a row, seemed to be moving the ball, and then bam, a penalty that just brick-walled them and just changed momentum. And it happened time after time.
First down, handoff. Bendelay, big hole left side. Makes one man miss. Cross midfield inside the 45. Inside the 40 goes Bendelay on a huge first down run. And as a coach, you tell your teams quite often, regardless of the sport, come out of the locker room in those first 3 minutes, establish yourself. And with Minico getting the football to start this half, you can bet that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Is send a message right away. It's a whole big, difference playing tied versus playing from behind, even if it is just one score. Handoff, Bendelay bounces off a one, Bruin into the secondary, and another first down, gain of 11. The sticks will move again.
Yeah, he could have been stopped about a yard from line of scrimmage, but you're right, he just bounced off and went to the left, and credit the blocking up front for clearing that hole for him.
And we've seen that on both sides. Runners busting through some arm tackles and not efficient tackling at the point of attack from either team. And Minico on the march here. Inside handoff. Again, bouncing off of Bruins is number 26. That's Joseph Terry.
And there were 2 missed tackles on the inside there. And then a spin move, and he went right into the arms of a couple of other defenders. But there was 2 missed tackles right up front.
5 yards on the pickup for Terry. Second down and 5. Line of scrimmage. The Bruin 21. Opening moments here of the third quarter. Handoff, Bendelay to the second level. Should have enough for the first down. Leading the way for the Bruins was Villasenor. And it looks like they're going to stop Bendelay about a couple of feet short of that first down. Third down and inches upcoming for Minico. 9:42 to go, third quarter action. McKenzie quickly under center. Handoff, Bendelay cuts it back up the middle, has the first down. Inside the 10, this should be first and go. Well, I beg your pardon, they changed the spot on that previous play and gave him a first down. So that was a first down carry, beg your pardon. Gain of 8. Second down and 2 from the 7. 2 yards for the first down, 7 yards for the touchdown for Minico. Handoff, Bendelay cuts it back again to the goal line. Touchdown, Minico. 7-yard run for Bendelay, his second of the night.
And they just rode the back of Bendelay all the way on that drive.
I was ready for that one.
Yeah, me too.
You got nothing.
Braced myself.
Really? Is that all you got? 8:57 mark of the third quarter, a 7-yard run by Bendelay. As Minico takes the opening kickoff of the second half, marches it right down the field, and hits pay dirt, and the extra point is good this time around. 8:57 to go, 13-6 is your score. Bill Matthews Field, Minico on top.
Well, A&S Auto is a proud sponsor of the Minico athletic team. They've got lots of great pick up some four-wheel drives right now, waiting for you to drive them away. Great for hunting season. Come on down to 1038 Overland Avenue to check them out. A&S also has a pawn shop right on site. So grab some cool stuff while you're there. Go Spartans from A&S Auto. And also Franklin Building Supply. They're a proud sponsor of the Minico student athletes. They make building easy. You can find them at 303 North Overland in Burley. Go Spartans from Franklin Building Supply.
All right, now is the time for the Bruins to answer. Minico answered the bell coming out of the locker room. Now it's going to be time for Twin Falls to do the same. Oh, there's the Spartan cry. And a train.
The train horn?
Yeah, you almost missed it because of that. And this one will be returned by the Bruins. And a big hole open on that left side. And then trip into the turf was Tegan Severe. Nice return, though. Gives Bruins some decent field position to start their opening drive of the half. 1st and 10 from the 31. Minico on top, 13-6. And Malky remains the quarterback. Jace right up the middle. Nice gain on 1st down. Pick up a 5, 2nd down and 5 for the Bruins. Trips to the right, single receiver on the weak side. Salazabal almost looked like it was going to be a double pass. And Salazabal swallowed up quickly, lost
the field. It's a good way to stop the clock going out of bounds, and if you just need a couple yards.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's all they got.
But it did look initially that Salazabal was trying to reset himself and maybe execute the double pass. 3rd down. And about 6. Malky to throw over the middle. Complete Salazabal. Ball comes out. Flag comes out. But let's see if he had possession. I'm not so sure Salazabal had possession. It looked like he was going to be short of the 1st down anyway.
An injury as well.
And it looks like the call is going to go against the Bruins. A legal man downfield. And Minico will decline, and I think they're going to call that an incomplete pass. And it's one of the linemen for the Bruins that's on the turf. .8:02 to go, 3rd quarter. 13-6 is your score. The Bruins will be faced with 4th down when play resumes. Well, while they attend to the injured Bruin, we'll step away really quickly and be right back to Minico High School after this.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.com.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
Wherever you are, D.L. Evans Bank is right there to help. From applying for loans to opening new accounts and signing documents, personalized service is just a video call away. This is Bank Live with D.L. Evans Bank. This is community banking.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
Back here at Minico High School, 8:02 to play in the third, and we do have an injured player on the field. And they've been down for quite some time. The injured Bruin is Bailey Carney, the 5'10 senior. And they finally got him sitting up. And there was a time where they called in or waived for the ambulance to come onto the field. We haven't seen it yet, but Carney is now sitting up, which is a great sign. And we hate to speculate on what happened, but I mean, my guess is concussion, head injury, but that seems to be what they're focusing on at the moment. We hope he's okay. But and they finally got him on his feet. Boy, what a great sign this is.
Oh, yeah.
What a great sign.
I mean, while we were away, they actually waved to the side, to the corner where the ambulance is, and they actually had a paramedic come out.
Yeah.
With a backboard. Apparently very precautionary.
Yeah, boy, very. But, man, gets right back up off the turf and walks over to the sidelines, and what a great scene that is, because at the start it didn't look promising.
No, that's fantastic.
Well, it'll bring up fourth down for the Bruins, 4th and 5 from their own 36-yard line. The clock is now rolling. We're under 8 minutes to go, third quarter. And the Bruins are going to have to kick this thing away into the wind. And it's going to be Severe handling the kicking duties for the Bruins. Another one-hopper, and Severe does a great job of getting that one away. That's the second Bruin punt, and it's the second time that the snap one hops halfway to the punter. I mean, those could be disastrous.
Does he play shortstop?
I was just going to say, if he doesn't know how to field that short hop, boy, we might be looking at a completely different ball game.
Yep. But here they are. I mean, it's not bad. 33, 34-yard line.
Yep, so now first down Minico from the 34. And Minico really had no trouble on that opening drive getting something going. Bendelay again. Nice gain on first down. Out close to the 40. Knocked down at the 39. Gain of about 5 or 6. It'll be second down, and we'll call it 5.
He's not a great big kid, 5'7", 165. And he takes a pounding in there.
He does. And one thing you'll find Bendelay do really well if you watch closely is he gets in tight behind, his blockers. And whether it's Minico pulling a guard or whether it's just the push up front, Bendelay does a nice job of hiding behind his lineman and then just sidestepping and getting out into open space like he did right there. And Bendelay out across the 45, and another first down from Minico. Line of scrimmage now the 46. There's Terry. Terry hit and dropped after a short gain. Making the tackle for Twin Falls was Stokes.
They ran a pretty good fake there to the near side as well. They drew off a couple of defenders, not as many as they were hoping they would, but wasn't bad.
You know, Minico just does what Minico does. And, you know, McCaffrey, when he came in and took over for Perico, he didn't try to reinvent the wheel.
Yep. They do what they do, and you just have to come in and stop them.
Yeah.
At 8-0, not a lot of teams have.
No. And it's not because you don't know what they're going to do, because you do. It's almost Minico, you look at them, and it looks like they have like 4 plays.
Yep.
And they just do them all so well. And they kind of mix in a little misdirection to kind of keep everybody frozen at the line of scrimmage and the backers frozen, and they have enough speed in the backfield, size up front, where they can really take advantage of a defensive line that isn't getting a push or isn't physical. And here's more of that misdirection. And Terry at midfield sidesteps a Bruin.
Trying to get a number on him, 45. So Mason Metcalf was on his knees, reached up, grabbed his jersey, slowed him down enough that could have been a big play had he not just slowed him down with that left hand gripping the jersey.
3rd down and 5 for Minico. Line of scrimmage right at midfield. Approaching 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
And we have a photographer here tonight as well.
Yes,
so
we
there'll
do.
be a great action photo gallery
Absolutely.
up on Idaho Sports.
3rd and 5, Terry in motion, hands it Bendelay right up the middle, and Bendelay stops short of the first down by a couple of yards. Good job by the Bruins defensively, and it forces Minico into a 4th and short at the Bruin 47. So this is an interesting call for Minico.
Also, if you'd like to order the direct download of this game and get the video file, there's a banner right underneath your webcast player. You can click it and go through a really quick ordering process, and we'll send you a link to download it.
Awesome. Well, Minico's going to keep the offense on the field. 4th and 3. And they are going. Oh, boy, Bendelay hit and dropped. A big defensive play.
Oh, it's absolutely huge. Almost midfield. Great field position. Turning it around. Down 7 points.
Boy, this is one of those plays that could turn things. Minico, in this second half, has been running the ball very effectively. Twin Falls that time comes up with a huge stop on 4th down, and now let's see if they can ride a little bit of that defensive momentum onto the other side of the ball. Malky out of the gun.
Ooh.
Norlander bobbled the handoff, and that just allowed Minico to get into the backfield. Huge loss on the play, and in there messing things up was Ruiz again for Minico.
His forward progress made it not as bad as it could have been, so it's a loss of maybe 4, 3.5, 4 yards instead of 8 or 10. Tell you what, I've always been a man of, if you can pick your guy up and carry him 30 yards, that's where he should be down. I'm not a fan of forward progress.
I agree. 2nd down and 13. Bruins at their own 43. Malky to throw, has all kinds of time, over the middle, incomplete. Oof. Nearly picked off, getting in there for Minico was London Cranny, and that was thrown into traffic. And it brings up 3rd down and long. And if you're a defense, this is exactly where you want to be. Win the battle on 1st and 2nd down and force the opposing team into 3rd and long, and that's what Minico has done. 3rd down for the Bruins. Malky to throw again. Rolls to his left, looks downfield, fires. He's got a man open and overshot the intended receiver. That was Salazabal on the far side. In fact, I think he had a couple of choices, but it was a right-hander rolling to his left. And that is a tough throw in normal conditions, let alone a wind coming right in your grill.
And Slazabal was wanting a call. He said he was being held up. The official disagreed.
Well, after that 4th down stop by the Bruins, the offense goes in reverse, and Twin Falls can't do anything with it. They'll kick it right back to Minico. And it's a fake, and a 1st down. Severe makes the play. Wow. What a gutsy roll of the dice by Severe and the Twin Falls Bruins, but it pays off. And it sure helps when the snap gets back to you and all of your attention isn't focused on the ground and picking up a football. It's down the field and you can execute the fake.
And off ball, McManus and Swenson were kind of out in the middle of the 35-yard line, a little bit extracurricular, and the official, as he came through, gave a quick talking to on the way by.
1st down Twin as they have stolen the momentum back. Trips to the left. Handoff. Norlander hit and dropped by Trinkle right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, Trinkle only on defense now. Used to see him a lot on offense with that big club on his hand. Makes it tough to hold on to the football, as well as, looking down the road into college, looking at probably being a defensive player. And so they moved him right back to linebacker, and he is excelling.
Yeah, well, and last year he was their quarterback.
Yeah.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Malky, handoff. Norlander, lots of room right up the middle, sidestepping Spartans as he goes down to the 10-yard line. Boy, nice run by Norlander. And out of bounds right at the 10. So it's 1st and goal Bruins. All of this set up by the fake punt. And that's why you roll the dice.
Yeah. Sometimes you win.
Sometimes you do, and you take a whole lot of momentum with you, and that's what Twin has done on this drive. 1st and goal, Bruins at the 10. Clock is moving. We're inside 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. Bruins looking to tie it up. Malky calls his own number and gets swallowed up by that defensive line of Minico. Ruiz was there. Trinkle was there. Bischoff was there. Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9.
I'd have been faster to say who wasn't there.
That is true. Minico rally into the football defensively. 2nd and goal from the 9. Norlander spins out of one tackle and gets close to the goal line. I did not see who came up from Minico.
I didn't see that either. I was trying to find
Might have been Cranny, I'm not sure, but hit Norlander right at the line of scrimmage. Norlander spins right out of it and gets down to the 1. 3rd and goal from the 1, Bruins.
Yeah, and a huge missed tackle right there. Would have been almost no gain.
And we've seen that again quite a bit tonight. Running backs on both sides breaking out of that initial arm tackle and getting it to the 2nd level. And a timeout taken by Twin Falls. 27 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Minico on top 13-6, but the Bruins a yard away from potentially tying this up.
Well, Trans Systems is a family-run business that hauls more sugar beets than anyone. They offer all types of people good work. They're currently looking for Class A CDL drivers who want good work, good pay, and a good life in their American Falls, Paul, Twin Falls, and Nampa locations. Visit their website at transsystemsllc.com for more information. The team at TransSystem proudly supports the student athletes. Thank you, TransSystems. And Adam Haynes Insurance, proud sponsor of the Minico athletic teams. They'd like to wish them all good luck tonight's game. For all your insurance needs, call Adam at 208-679-8700. Being a good neighbor is about more than just being there when things go completely wrong. It's also about being there for all of life's moments when things go perfectly right. So let's do this right. Go Spartans from Adam Haynes Insurance.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and goal from the 1 for the Bruins. 27 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Malky this time under center. Trying to go right up the middle. He does. Touchdown, Bruins.
Didn't need much, but he got it.
A 1-yard run by Malky.
This is going to set up an exciting 4th quarter with only 23 seconds left in the 3rd. And the wind has really died down.
It has started to die down, almost a non-factor. And this extra point to tie it up. And the kick is good, and we are tied at 13. 23-second mark of the 3rd quarter. Couldn't ask for a better game. Twin and Minico tied at 13. We'll be right back.
At D.L. Evans Bank, we haven't invested in a deep line of digital banking services to help infuse more banking into your life. Just more living. D.L. Evans Bank. This is community banking.
Back here at Minico High School, Scott Burton alongside Paul Kingsbury. Live on IdahoSports.com. The Great Basin Championship game between Twin Falls and Minico. 2 teams that were on a collision course as soon as we saw the schedules, and it has not disappointed. Nearing the end of the 3rd quarter, and we are tied at 13. And it's really been the running games for both of these teams. It has been a physical, in the trenches, 3 yards in a cloud of dust type of mentality for both of these teams. And, you know, both coaches said that coming in. Coach Coring, Coach McCaffrey, whose run is better? Who's going to stop the run? And that's really what it's been about.
Whoa. Big kick.
And this is Terry on the return. Got some speed, got some room. And Terry across midfield, but also a flag. Sits at the 48.
Yeah, right where he got tackled. Or first hit.
Let's check the penalty. Holding is the call. Against Minico on the return. And again, a penalty.
Wow.
Now, you don't know whether that penalty led to the big return or not, but based on where that flag was thrown, it came in late.
It did.
And now you're talking about, 25 yards of field position.
Yep.
So here we go, Minico. Handoff right side. And that's Bendelay. With a nice gain on 1st down. And that will bring the 3rd quarter to a close. Boy, hold on to your hats for a wild 4th quarter upcoming in the Great Basin Conference Championship game. Twin Falls 13, Minico 13. We'll be back after this.
We're Valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valleywide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. And I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
"12 minutes to go in the Great Basin Conference Championship game. Who will it be, Twin Falls or Minico, who hoists the trophy at the end of the night? Tied at 13 as we head to the fourth. Minico football, second down and short. Handoff, Bendelay, breaking tackles and falling forward. It looks like he's got the first down. Needed 4, got 4.5, and the sticks move as Minico gets a fresh set of downs.
Still good? It's one thing we do. We're not just doing our game. We're checking on
yeah, we are.
9 other games.
Yes, we are.
They're on their own.
Yeah.
It's the fourth quarter.
Haven't figured it out by now. Ain't gonna. First down, Minico. More of the misdirection, ball's out. And Minico recovers.
You know, and even though Twin Falls didn't recover, that's still a win. That pushes them way, way back.
Yeah, that was Joseph Terry who fell on the football and saved the day at the moment for Minico as that dang near blew up in their face. Twin Falls got in with the pressure, knocked the football loose. Minico able to fall on it, but boy, what a huge loss. Loss of 13. It's second down and 23. Bendelay, left side, breaks a tackle, and then another, gets out across the 40 to the 41, getting close to that original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up third down and long.
Another flag back there on the 35.
Oh, my word, another flag, and this one's going to go against Minico. White hat this evening is Kenny Lively, longtime Magic Valley official. And a good supporting cast he has with them. Gary Crum, Chris Wright, just to name a couple of more.
It's like a bunch of air traffic controllers out there between the head coach and the official. And
no kidding. Trying to figure out whether or not to accept the penalty. And they will. And it's the right call. And I think the call was an illegal shift of some kind. Second down and a mile.
Oh, no.
And then absolute bedlam in the backfield as everybody's running into each other.
He turned, handed it off, ran into him, and it came back to him, and he fell down.
And McKenzie hits the deck for another loss.
You should call it a double reverse back to the quarterback if you want to sugarcoat it. So now it puts him even further back. Scoreboard, do the math for us. Not yet.
3rd and 33. We'll call it 3rd and inches. And dive play right up the middle goes nowhere. And a late flag comes flying in. And here's what happened is that football came flying out right at the white hat. I mean, hard.
Yeah, can't do that.
And they're talking to head coach McCaffrey. Unsportsmanlike call against Minico. It's going to push him back even further. And the composure right now of the Spartans is in question. They've blown themselves up with penalties and miscommunication on this drive. And now it's 4th down and a mile, and they've got to kick it out of their own end zone. And it's blocked! Into the end zone. The scramble, Bruins got it, touchdown! Unbelievable. Holy cow.
The thing's just cascading in reverse for Minico.
Salazabal, I believe, is the one that fell on it in the end zone for the touchdown. And moments ago, it was 13-6, and now the Bruins on top, 19-13, extra point pending. What a change here in the last couple of minutes. Botch on for the extra point.
Nope.
No good, wide left. So it remains a 6-point lead, 19-13 for the Bruins. 9:48 to go in the fourth and final quarter.
Well, Minico, I mean, if you're a Minico fan, you're looking at this going, you know what? We're down 6 points. Even though that was maybe the worst possession of the season for them, we're only down 6 points with almost 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. There's time to put it back together. But if you're Twin Falls, you're going, we got all the momentum on our side. You're right. There's some composure issues there on that last possession. So absolutely, the momentum is on Twin Falls' side right now. But Minico has the football. We'll see which one counts for more.
Yeah, absolutely. And Minico's just has to regroup and get the ship pointed in the right direction again, because that was a total disaster on that possession. But this is also a position that Minico has not found themselves in quite a bit this year, or very often this year. And that is trailing in the fourth quarter. All right, let's see how Minico responds to that. Off the foot of Botch, and it is out of bounds.
Another good kick.
And the Spartans will take over at the 35. Or beg your pardon, 35. 9:48 to go. All right, here we go. Kind of put up or shut up time right now for Minico on this drive. McKenzie hands it off to Terry. Terry on that left side.
Picked up about 4.
Yeah, chews up about 4 yards on first down. Maybe 5.
And you really don't go away from what you do.
No, you don't. You just remain disciplined, and you win the line of scrimmage, and you cut out the penalties.
Yep.
I mean, it's a simple game, and that's what Minico does. They don't play a complicated scheme.
They do those two things, they're going to have a touchdown at the end of this series.
Yeah, and that's why they're undefeated. Keep it simple. Handoff. Garza. Big hole. Bouncing off of Bruins. Into Bruin territory. Still on his feet. Garza down the far side.
Oh.
Garza drugged down from behind, but not after Garza gets a huge gain for the Spartans and breathes a little bit of life into that Minico offense.
And the Minico fans on the other side are begging for a horse collar, but he grabbed the back of his jersey and brought him down.
Yeah, that is what they're screaming for, is for additional yardage. But, boy, if you're Minico,
you'll take it.
You'll take it. That's huge. 1st and 10 from the Bruin 23. This is Garza again bouncing off of tacklers. Spinning his way down inside the 20. Boy, the yards after contact for both of these teams, really. If anybody keeps that stat here in this game, that number is extraordinary. Clock is running, 8:20 to go. Minico with a football, 2nd down. And there's that misdirection play inside the 15, leg still churning. As on the carry that time, I believe was Arthur.
And when you run misdirection, you're not going to get it every time because the opposing team probably went over that, but you are going to get it once in a while. And a lot of times when you do, it's big because someone misses an assignment, they get blocked, and you come up big with it.
3rd down and 2. Hand off Bendelay. He's got the first down. Inside the 10. Legs moving to the goal line. Touchdown. Minico and Bendelay.
Been doing it all night long.
3rd of the night.
So they did what they had to do. Kept it easy, kept it simple.
And now comes a huge extra point. Tied at 19. The extra point here gives Minico the lead.
Ooh.
And it's good.
Almost blocked.
7:35 to go. 4th quarter action. And Minico back out on top, 20-19.
Well, looking forward into next week, make sure you do check out the game stream schedule. Hopefully by Monday we know where we're going to be for most of the games. As soon as we know where we can be, we'll get them on the schedule and get them staffed and get rolling. But also, don't forget, next week is state volleyball. We'll have the volleyball brackets all updated for you every day. It's all up north, so it's a long way to go for everyone. In fact, we did some math a few years ago when we were talking about volleyball state being up north, and not a lot of north teams participating in state volleyball. And like Malad, it's closer to Las Vegas than it is to Coeur d'Alene.
Isn't that crazy?
But if you said, hey, let's play state tournaments in Vegas, everyone would go, what? Are you crazy? Personally, I would love to cover state volleyball in Vegas.
I would too.
I'm guessing you would go with me.
You're dang right I would.
For the buffets.
Oh yeah.
Which are no longer $3, by the way. They're like $40 now. I don't know what happened down there.
Yeah, no kidding. Just got back from Vegas, actually, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you did.
And that kick goes into the end zone. Touchback. And I did not hit a buffet.
Really?
I did not.
Good for you. Good for you.
I know. I hit many buffets. I said a buffets in singular.
Oh, got
no,
it.
actually, truthfully, I didn't. No buffets. No.
Very nice. Where'd you stay?
We stayed in New York, New York. Town so nice, they named it twice. Yeah, I went down there for the Fury Wilder fight.
That's right.
And next day, Raiders and Bears. Saw Gruden's last game.
I must have missed the text with the invite, but
I sent your plane ticket in the mail. Did you not get it?
No.
Oh. All right, let's see how the Bruins answer. Norlander.
They've got time. 7.5 minutes.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of time.
Yeah, and it really just comes down to one drive. I mean, field goal to take the lead, possibly to win it, depending on what's left on the clock. 2019 is your score. Minico on top in a fantastic game. Malky, little read option, calls his own number. And we got flags on that place as Malky was going down and then just tossed the football.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was thinking on that.
And it was just a matter of, for Malky's sake, if it was forward, backward, and did it stay in the field of play?
When you're going down with it, just go down.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you try to be a hero in those situations, bad things are going to happen. See if we can get a call from the official. And what they're looking at, as you probably have heard, is whether or not it was intentional grounding. And it's an illegal forward pass is what the call is. They didn't call grounding. An illegal forward pass, which means he might have been beyond the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Which I think he was.
All right, 3rd down and 11 for Twin Falls. Huge play. Malky out of the gun. Malky to his right. Malky to throw. On the far side, completes the pass for a first down.
Haven't been a lot of completions tonight. That's a big one. Moves the chains, gets him downfield a little bit.
3rd and 11, and the pitch and catch from Malky to Salazabal keeps the Bruins going. And now Twin comes out, trips to the left. Malky flanked by Norlander. This is Malky. Again, bounces out of trouble and then goes backwards for the big loss.
He bounced out of trouble and gotten more, and then a flag comes in from way back as Nick Gibson gets involved in some extracurriculars.
Dante Ruiz again causing trouble in the backfield, but again, let's check the penalty.
Yeah, that came in from way back.
And I think it was personal foul. And remember, the back is to us of the white hat, so we can't always see the signal. But I believe it was a personal foul against the Bruins.
So that pushes them way back. You know, we just saw Minico fourth and forever.
Just can't make those kind of mistakes.
No.
So first down, and it looks like, goodness sakes, 35?
35.
You're not going to get it back at 1 mile.
You know, that's not a bad play. You know, you're that far back, first down. If you get it, great. If you don't, you've still got some downs to work with.
2 more downs to bust a big play for the Bruins. 6:10 to go in the game. It's a 1-point lead for Minico. Malky will hand it off to Norlander, and he runs right into Ruiz and friends.
Well, you needed 32 yards of carry to get a first down. And now that that happens, they're going to need a couple of long runs and a miracle.
Yeah, good play by Torres as he got into that backfield. And it was he and Dante Ruiz making the tackle. Clock continues to run. 5:40 to go. 3rd down and 33. Well, the way this is shaping up right now, you'd be surprised if Twin Falls got the first down. So you're going to put it on your defense to get a stop. And timeout, Minico. 5:16 to go. The Spartans want to talk it over just to make sure they don't make a mistake here on 3rd and 33.
Yeah, like a hard count. You know, you get, I mean, they're so excited. You
get 7 of those and you got a first down.
You're right back in this thing. You're right back in it. Heck yeah.
Yeah. See what I did there? 7 times 5 is 35. It's 33 yards for the first down.
I didn't do the quick math in my head. I just took your word for it.
Okay, thank you.
Your word for it.
Yeah, so the Bruins are just going to have to try to chew up some yards here on 3rd down, because right now what they're going to have to do is try to swing the field position a little bit, because they're going to give the ball back to Minico. And then they're going to have to put it on their defense to get a stop and get the ball back. But if you surrender field position here, that's going to make life a whole lot harder if you're a Twin Falls Bruins. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 33. Line of scrimmage is the 12-yard line. Nobody in the backfield. Malky to throw. Malky going up top into double coverage.
They're going to get it?
Nope, they're not going to get it. And that's a good no call. That's a good no call. The intended receiver was Tegan Severe, and he was double covered. And he really didn't have a chance of getting the ball. Feet got a little bit tangled up. And the officials keep the flags in their pocket like they should have.
I think that was a good call. I think, don't want to say it too loud because the windows are open, but we might get attacked in the press box. But I think it really was, it was the right call. And that's a tough one for an official. He knows that this is a big game.
Right.
You know, they understand how important it is.
And remember, it's not a spot foul either like the NFL. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Got to get rid of it no matter what.
Wow. That was disaster. The Bruin punt, I can't tell if Sevier thought he was going to be blocked and he had to tuck it and run, because I can't imagine anybody faking it here.
Yeah, it came to him low again, skipped to him. By the time he picked it up, he thought he was going to be blocked. But you've got to try.
You
Kick it with your off foot, something.
Boy, this is exactly what Twin Falls did not want. I mean, the good news is, even if Minico does score here, this is Garza pushing the pile forward.
It's the same position Minico was at the 9-minute mark when they were down. Hey, they're only down 1 touchdown after that disastrous series, and now Twin Falls has theirs. And
holy cow. Well, for the Bruins, even if Minico scores here and kicks the extra point, they're still down 8. It's still a 1-score game. The only way that Minico puts this thing to bed is if they score and go for 2.
Yep.
Then they make it a 2-score game. But time is not on the side of the Bruins. This is Bendelay. Right into that middle of that Bruin defense, 3rd down. And a big 3rd down here. It's 3rd down and goal.
And if you're Minico with 4 minutes on the clock, you're right there. Do you just really take as much time as you can?
Absolutely.
To give Twin Falls the least amount of good. That's what they're doing. You're in no rush.
Nope.
I mean, you win by 1 point, you win by 50. It doesn't. Well, I guess it does matter.
And
never
if you
mind.
want the story, go see our article on Max Preps.
Yes, never mind. We used to be able to say that, not anymore.
Not anymore. Handoff. Bendelay picking his way through traffic. Touchdown, Minico. Number 4 for Bendelay.
Boom, 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 Bendelay.
Now, it's not.
There it is.
There it is. Okay, just waiting for that before I finish my thought. Minico going for the extra point here. This will make it an 8-point game. And it's blocked.
Wow.
Holy cow. I tell you what, the field goals, the special teams pretty much, punting and field goals have been a nightmare for both of these teams tonight. 3:38 to go. And it's a 7-point game. Now, that changes things for Twin Falls if they score.
Yeah.
I mean, now you can go for 2 and win the game.
Ooh. And that's a tough choice the coach is thinking about it right now.
Oh, absolutely.
What do I do? Do I go for 1 to tie? Do I go for 2 for the win? If we get it, I'm a hero. If we don't, you go for 2 and you don't, and you lose by 1. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, and I know Coach Coring, he's a gambler.
I like it.
All right, here we go. 3:38 on the clock. Twin Falls with 2 timeouts will get the football. This is Salazabal. Up the left side, a nice little wall and a good return. Salazabal turns the corner and knocked out of bounds as he crosses the 40-yard line. So the Bruins will get good field position to start this drive. 3:30 left to go.
In the SEC, Scott. I'm sorry, SIC. A little bit different. Valley View beats Emmett 8-7.
Oh, no kidding. How about that? Things are getting crazy in the 4As. Max or Prepser.
Yeah, that makes things very interesting.
Yes, it does, huh? All right, here we go. First down from the 43, the Bruins. 2 timeouts in their pocket. Malky the quarterback. Quarterback draw up the middle. Boy, ran right into a wall. And that wall wears number 42. And 42 is Chris Torres, 5'11", 220, and a junior. No gain, 2nd down.
Yeah, you saw him, and I thought, well, he's going to get a good head of speed, and wham.
Not so much.
I guess one of those speed test dummies, crash test dummies. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of. Yeah. I've had about 8 songs.
Peter Pumpkinhead, one of my favorite. 2nd down and 10. Handoff up the middle again. go the Bruins. Not much there, as it was Norlander. Gibson leading the way for Minico, brings up third down. Obviously 4-down territory for the Bruins. So, and that changes the way that you approach third down here. In a normal situation, you know that you've got to get to the sticks.
Yep.
Right now, you don't. You just got to get about half of it and set up fourth down and manageable. Clock moves, 2:20. Malky out of the gun to throw. Malky. And it's caught, and what a catch on that far side by Luke Moon. Luke Moon had his feet go out from underneath him and caught the ball as he was going down. And the biggest play of the night for the Bruins keeps the drive alive into Minico territory, first down to the 46.
He only got that first down by about 1.5 yards.
Trips left for Malky. Malky bobbles the snap, and it throws the play off. He gets it out to Salazabal, who spins out of one tackle and picks up about 4. 1:45 to go. Clock continues to move. The Bruins do have 2 timeouts. And we're getting to a point where they're going to have to either burn one or get their act in gear. 90 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Twin Falls offensively doesn't seem to be in any hurry at the moment. Malky out of the gun. Hands off. Norlander. Not much on that right side, and Twins going to have to burn a timeout. They have to. 1:15, it's still going, and finally there it is. Head coach Ben Coring calls a timeout. 1:14 to go. His team will be faced with third down and about 3 with 1:14 on the clock. The Bruins have got to get it into the end zone and then either kick the extra point to tie it or go for 2 to win it.
Trying to check out the Friday Night Flash for some others. Blackfoot, Bonneville, 14-6 at half. Sugar up on Mountain Home, 24-0 right now. BK up on Ridgeview, 18-0. Sandpoint Lakeland, 17-7 in the second. Skyline up on Shelley, 14-6 in the second. Snake up on Preston, 8-7. No score yet on the Wood River Jerome.
All right, third down and 3 for the Bruins. Again, 4-down territory. 1 timeout remains for Twin Falls. 1:14 on the clock. Handoff, Norlander. He's going to be close to the first down marker. Clock stops momentarily as they get the ball spotted and check whether or not enough distance was picked up, and it is.
Wow.
They look at the sticks, they move them forward. Twin needs to get to the line because the clock's going to start as soon as the sticks are placed.
And they're all still looking at the sideline for a play.
And the clock starts. We are now under a minute to go. Twin with a timeout in their pocket.
You hear the crowd yelling, go.
From the 35, Malky to throw, has time, fires it down the left side, one-on-one, he's got a man, and just off the fingertips of Jones, who had a step, and boy, that pass was a good one by Malky.
Like off his fingertips. That's the closest long pass they've had tonight, if you're looking for a silver lining on that. But just out of his reach.
Boy, Brandon Jones, the 6-foot sophomore, got behind the defense.
And he's 6'2", he catches that.
That's right. The good thing for the Bruins is the clock stops with 49 seconds to go. Yeah. Second down. Trips right for Malky. Norlander in the backfield. Malky to throw. Again, pressure from behind. Now he's got to tuck it and run, and he is lit up. Brevin Trinkle, along with Bischoff, let Malky know about it, and Twins got to burn their final timeout.
And Ruiz comes up limping a little bit after that play.
And that will do it for the timeouts, I believe, for Twin. It is, as they finally put the 0 on the scoreboard. But 39 seconds remain. It's third down and 7 from the Minico 32. A Great Basin Conference trophy, which I brought over today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why did you have it?
Because Jerome won it last year. Knucklehead.
It's a traveling trophy?
Yeah.
You don't get a new one?
No, you just put your name on it in crayon, and you keep it for a year.
I was going to say, they're not that expensive. You can
I know, right?
Get one to keep.
The conference traveling trophy. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 7. Obviously 4-down territory, but it's the clock that's telling the story now. 39 seconds to go. Bruins out of timeouts. Malky to throw. Malky incomplete.
To nobody.
And now it's 4th down. For Twin Falls, they've got 2 things to worry about. Number 1, they've got to get to the sticks.
Yeah.
Number 2 is if they do, they have got to get up and spike it immediately.
And really getting to number 1 is the most important here.
Absolutely.
4th and 7.
This could be the game right here. Minico holds. They win the Great Basin Conference Championship. Malky to throw. Malky deep down the sideline has a man out of bounds. The Minico Spartans hold. And Big Red will hoist the Great Basin Trophy in a matter of seconds. Congratulations to the Minico Spartans. They keep their unblemished record intact as the Twin Falls Bruins gave them everything they could handle in a Great Basin Classic.
Yeah, they didn't make it easy on them tonight at all. Minico didn't make it easy on themselves tonight. This might be a good tune-up game for them heading into the playoffs. But Twin Falls going there too, and anything can happen once you get there.
Absolutely. Minico will take one knee and call it good. And then the celebration and the undefeated regular season can begin. And for the Twin Falls Bruins, there's a lot of positives to take out of this. You go to the number 2 ranked team in the state on their field, a conference foe and a conference championship, and you had a chance to win it.
Yeah.
And you had the lead in the 4th quarter.
A couple of chances to win.
Absolutely. Twin Falls is a good football team. Minico is a pretty good football team.
Yep.
And we wish both of these teams success as the playoffs are right around the corner.
Wasn't ready for it.
Golly. I felt that one in my bones. I did. I think I peed a little. Oh, my word. Okay, well, let's clean our shorts. We'll take a break. Be right back for the postgame after this.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 360.
We're Valley-wide Country Store. For 100 years, we've been your number 1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Yeah, welcome back to the postgame here at Bill Matthews Field on the campus of Minico High School, the Great Basin Conference Championship game. Final score, Minico 26, Twin Falls 19 in a Great Basin Classic. And out on the field, the trophy is being hoisted and celebrated by the Minico football team as they cap off an undefeated regular season and will take their unblemished mark into the playoffs. The Twin Falls Bruins most likely to get an at-large bid as this whole playoff scenario shakes itself out over the weekend. So make sure that you stay tuned to IdahoSports.com as the Max Preps rankings, whatever they are, will be released, and we'll know the bracketing of the state football playoffs. But you can bet Twin Falls and Minico will be players in the game. Also out of the Great Basin is going to be Mountain Home, who took third in the conference. So this is the only game really that mattered as far as maybe seeding or something along those lines. I mean, Mountain Home's getting blitzed by Sugar. But they've already made the playoffs. Now that loss is going to drop their ranking.
Yep.
So they're not a conference champion. So basically, you get your conference champions and they get the top spots. Then after that, Max Preps takes over and, you could be like Twin Falls, who came an eyelash away from being a conference champion with one loss, now two.
Yeah.
They could be dropped below 10. I mean, they could be, who knows?
Yep.
It's all based on a formula that we're trying to figure out.
You could be Lighthouse and not win a game and make the playoffs.
Yeah, go watch the Prepcast.
Yeah.
It's on IdahoSports.com. It does give a little bit of an education on this Max Preps ranking system. And I don't want to leave it in a bad spot. This is what we wanted. We wanted a ranking system, and we got it.
Yep.
And it needs to be seated. It's headed in the right direction. It's better than what was in place before.
Yep.
It just needs a little bit of tweak.
A horse is better than walking, but a car is better than a horse. And
very good.
Yeah,
I like the analogy, and that's a good one too. There are still steps to be made.
Yep.
We've got a ranking system that works really well that we'd be happy to tweak, but there is going to be people that are not happy no matter what we do.
Nope.
Or
not
what
at
anybody
all.
does.
Always.
But stay tuned for that, because there's a lot of surprises I think that are going to happen over the weekend.
Yeah.
With the ranking systems, all the way from 5A down to 1A D2. So this will be interesting. But for tonight, it's about the Minico Spartans claiming the Great Basin 7 Conference Championship. You see the celebration happening on the football field as we speak. And now the Spartans will get ready for next week. Well, we've got one item of business left to take care of, and that is our IdahoSports.com player of the game. And really kind of a short discussion. All you have to do is look at the box score and see who had an end zone dance about 4 different times tonight. And that's going to be our player of the game. Congratulations to Japheth Bendelay, our IdahoSports.com player of the game. 4 touchdowns on the night for Bendelay, as he was the workhorse in the backfield for the Spartans. And, and as he goes, it's how the Spartans go.
Yep, you're exactly right. They went to him hard and heavy all night long, and he came through. He came through when he needed to, got just enough. 26-19. We talked about at halftime that this wasn't going to be a high-scoring second half, and it wasn't. It just turned out the way it should have, and the team that made the fewest mistakes in the second half ended up winning.
Well, that'll do it for us here. Great game, Great Basin Conference Championship game. Did not disappoint. Well, stay tuned, like I said, for the brackets to come out. Our broadcast schedule will also come out as we are going to cover a ton of games throughout the playoffs. We don't know where we will be next Friday night or Saturday or
Thursday maybe.
It is all going to shake out in the wash over the weekend. Well, that'll do it for us. For my broadcast partner, Paul Kingsbury, my name is Scott Burton. Thanks for joining us, and so long, everybody.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text START MY QUIT to 36072.